Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, today's the day. We are going to repot this beautiful basket gift I received into individual pots. So I will tell you the story. I will repot each one, and maybe there'll be some surprises along the way. I don't know. So stay tuned. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I got a text from my son who was said a friend needed a home for a basket that they had received. It was actually a condolence basket. It's beautiful, but they were really worried about how to take care of it. So of course, my name came up. So I said, okay, I'll take it. So one Friday morning, I got up, I was out on the doorstep, and I was actually shocked at how big and beautiful this thing really is. And the box, the container, is gorgeous. So, it's been sitting out here for a bit, so it definitely needs some TLC. I've been watering it, but it's very dirty. And what I want to do is kind of divide them all up get them out of this basket. And I don't know how many peace lilies I have in here. The crotons, I'm thinking about potting this croton, this one here, and mine into one pot. Hopefully I grabbed an 8-inch pot. So I think I have everything here. I have a pond pot, which I'm going to use for the Dieffenbachia Camille. I brought 8 little 4-inch pots because I think that'll be enough. I'm not sure. And I've got the 8-inch for the crotons. And each one's kind of going into a different medium. So I guess I'm just going to start. Now, just an FYI, most of these plants are mildly to massively toxic. Now, I don't usually worry about stuff like that, but today I'm gonna. So I'm gonna wear gloves. Plus, I'm not sure how dirty I want my hands to get. You know, some days I love playing in the dirt. Some days, not so much. So, shall we? Okay. I don't know how to dig this out, not gonna lie, but let's give it a shot. I have a funny feeling it's not going to be as hard as I think it is. I even put a tablecloth down to try and alleviate some of the mess. Okay, I think I'm going to start with, and I know you can't see it very well, I'm just going to dig her out and or pull her out, literally. Okay. So here is, can see the Dieffenbachia Camille. She's very pretty. And because she's going in pond, I'm probably not going to do her first because I got to rinse her roots. So we're just going to put her in her pond pot and set her aside for a bit. The peace lily I want to do last, so I'm going to... Oh, I don't want to knock that guy over. The ivy... this is beautiful. I would absolutely love to have ivy in my house, but honestly, it is a spider mite magnet. Really bad. Like, you need to rinse this off once or twice a week to spray off. So I think what I'm going to do is just pot it in a 4-inch. I have to grab the dirt. Pot it in a 4-inch, and I'm going to leave it outside, put it up on one of my things here, because the thing is, they thrive in shade, and all of these other plants are bright light to more light. Sorry, I'm hiding behind a leaf here. So it's not good that these stay in here anyway. All right, I just have a mix here. I think I'm going to do a really, really big no-no, and I'm going to use what I've got in here. Oh, there's that tie I was looking for. Okay, This is a very, very chunky soil mix. But I think what I'm gonna do to see if I have enough is mix the soil that I have in here as well, because I hate wasting. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with the soil, they're all thriving. So I am going to pull out, is this guy gonna come out as easily? Let's see. Let's put this down here. I'll try and scoop out some of the dirt away from the roots. This is all out of your vision. Let's see if you can see this at all. It should get easier once I get some of these plants out. Ow. I'm not even actually, like this guy here, I'll get rid of some of the loose soil, but I'm not gonna rinse these because they're going right back into dirt, and somebody can scream at me if they want, but especially with like annuals outdoors, I like to give them decent dirt, but I'm not gonna go crazy and spend a lot of money when I've never had an issue with them thriving in the soil that I've given them outside. So that is, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful root ball. So we have that guy. We have all this moss in here that I'm not nuts about. Okay, we'll get rid of that. I'll just scoop this stuff into here. All right, what do you think? Can we get that croton out easily? Let's see. I don't want to hurt the roots. I don't want to hurt the roots. Ooh, there we go. Oh, the leaf broke. I think a leaf broke. All right, sorry guys. Yep, a leaf broke. But with crotons, my understanding is you can put these in dirt and they will grow. Much like some of the other plants. So I think I'm gonna try it, right? What's it gonna hurt? I'm just gonna like, maybe I'll cut that stem off and then just sit it in the dirt with these guys. Because I hate wasting a leaf. And it's so pretty. You can see how pretty that is, the colors. It's got a new leaf coming in. But it's definitely needs some TLC. So I'm gonna sit him in there because he's very fragile, it seems. And I'm just gonna move this guy out of the way. This is my croton, who has seen better days. Actually, I didn't realize, you know, hey, there's sun loving plants. Last year, I put him over in that corner of the gazebo and fried a lot of them. But you know what? He's such a trooper. Like, I can't kill him. He just keeps coming back, and he's got a new leaf coming in here. So I'm hoping I'm gonna actually be putting these guys in orchid bark, a better draining soil. So we will see if they do better in there. Okay. I have to turn this so I can see. The next one in line is a calicoa. These guys, I think I've had one, and I think I thought it was dead, but actually it just had gone, like, hibernated its flowers. So what I had done, or what I found out since, is that they do flower. They do need like a dormancy time sort of thing. So if you cut off all the blooms and put it in like a cupboard or some dark space, dark warm space, they like warmth, for I don't know, a few weeks, they'll start blooming again. I might try that, see if it works. So these guys are really pretty. They've never been one I'd actually go out and buy myself, but it is very pretty. Okay, our pots are falling over. All right, where are we? We have the stick that came with the card. All right, let's see how. Oh, this guy came out very easily. So this is the other croton. It's very pretty. Yeah, I think actually they'll do well in that pot together. I think so. And one in the back here is a Chef Lara. I've never had one, an umbrella plant. Everybody loves them. I don't really know anything about them. I know I did some reading up on it, and they like to dry out completely. You know, the usual bright indirect light. And oof, they can grow quite big if you let them. There's the Chef Lara there, very pretty. So we're gonna pot him up. I think there's, yeah, I'm just gonna pot him up as one. And finally, now the Birds of Paradise, I really would like to separate it. It's a big, beautiful plant, but we are going to propagate it because I am very much going to assume that there is more than one in here. And the way you propagate a peace lily is through division. So he's gonna come out really easy. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty she is. So dirty. So dirty. But we're gonna, oof, she's gonna be a bit of a project. I'm just gonna sit her over here. I'm gonna put the basket down now. All right, let's swap it up. All right, so I'm gonna mix this dirt. This is such nice dirt. It's so light and airy. Like, it really is a beautiful dirt. But if I mix it in with my other very chunky stuff, and I think we've got a really good dirt mix on our hands. Oops. See, this is why I put the tablecloth down, because I cannot do this stuff neatly. All right, so where do I want to start? So Chef Lara is just going in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly repot her. She's really pretty, right? And I think the 4-inch is fine, you can see. So I'm just going to put some dirt on the bottom. Get all her roots in here. Get all those roots, can you see? Okay, hang on a minute. Taking the tablecloth with me. Let me just shuffle down a bit. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to get all the roots in. And then I'm just going to backfill. Should be easy peasy. And then once I've got everybody transplanted, I'm actually gonna wash their leaves. We're finally starting to see some decent weather. Like, I had to put a blanket up because the sun was too bright for a change back here. So now I feel like last couple days, it was cold. I couldn't sit outside. And that is not supposed to be mid-June. So I'm just gonna press her down so that her roots are secure. There. There's no air pockets. Oh, maybe a little bit here. Press down a little more. You want to keep a bit of a rim around the top so that, you know, when you water, it's not spilling right out. So there we go. So she's got some brown leaves. I'm going to trim them up. I'm going to hose them off. I'm going to wash them down and get them ready. Pretty. Okay, one down. Put her down here. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the same with the ivy. Just get the easy ones out of the way. So we're gonna, some people say don't pack the dirt, some people do. Just do what you do. Everybody's different, everybody's experience is different. I'm actually being really sloppy about this. But all right, so give it a squeeze, get the dirt in there. Let's get her standing up. And then I will add, yeah, I mean, I've seen these in homes and they're absolutely stunning when they get big. They're just like, they can make a space. But I actually, one year I brought mine in because I thought, oh, I'm gonna overwinter, yada yada. I didn't actually even know about spider mites then. And it just kept dying and I couldn't figure out what. And then I did see all the black. I figured it was bugs. So I did see all the black things, but I couldn't keep it under control. And it was just, I don't even think it was really worth it. So I tend to just enjoy this as an annual. And she'll drape. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll probably have her up there and she'll drape nicely down for the summer. So, number one, another one done. Feel, I can pack that down a little more. There we go, another one done. Yay. All right. Kalanchoe, I think because this is so chunky and light, I'm gonna use the same dirt for this guy. So we will, a nice thing when you're doing this is I don't have to like rinse all the roots off. That's got to be, you know, clean them down. That's got to be one of the hardest parts. So this guy I got to be a little neater about because we're gonna get dirt on all his leaves. Let's see what we got. Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay, let's get the dirt. Yeah, so Kalanchoe, I have such a hard time saying this. Kalanchoes are these ones, I know Chef Lara, you let it dry out completely before you rewater again. I think these guys don't like to get too dry. So you wanna, like, when the first couple, I don't wanna say centimeters because I can't even measure. I'm Canadian and I can't measure in centimeters. The first inch or two is dry. Just, you know what, put your moisture in, do your, you know, check the moisture. Make sure it's well draining for sure. So that, you know, the water, you got chunky soil, so the water drains, and you've got the holes at the bottom, and that's fine. And then, you know what, when you feel like it's dry, give it a thorough water and then let it sit. So there you go. Yeah, these guys for propagation, like this, there's a stem in here, and I don't know if you can see that stem there. I'm wondering if you can't cut that out and put it in water or dirt to propagate. I'll have to read up on that some more, but there she is. See, repotting is actually so easy for the most part. All right. Now, the crotons. So this guy here, I actually don't want to use, I don't want to reuse this dirt. So, just throw it into this bucket. I don't mind not cleaning the leaves, but she's been in this dirt for a very long time. It's a good, well-draining soil, but I think she could use a freshening up. So I'm just gonna, she's got quite a nice root ball. Not huge. But considering I've kind of used and abused her, poor thing. All right, so we've got her ready. And I'm just gonna sit these guys down over here and here. And we're gonna fill our pot. Okay, so we wanna have them up a little bit higher than, you see the dirt level there? Even a little more dirt in here won't hurt. Okay, so we're gonna put, just wanna shuffle the dirt. Okay, so we're gonna put her. The only thing about having a tablecloth is every time I move something, the whole tablecloth moves. I feel like this peace lily is right in the way. Okay, so we're gonna put her here. And I'm thinking put her in the front and this beautiful guy in the back. And then we've got some varying heights. You see that? I think that would be really nice. So I'm gonna try and get them where I want them and try and hold them and do dirt at the same time. Okay, I was gonna do orchid bark, but I think I'm gonna just, because I wasn't expecting this soil to be as nice as it is. I think I'm just gonna do this for now and see how she does. Because she's been in, you know, dirt like this. It's not new to her. I actually wanna try and get this guy to stand up. And I want to move this guy a little bit more this way. So we've got a little much space. All right. So I'm just going to clean. All right, we want this guy standing up. Taller. Maybe a little more dirt on that side. Then it's going to be where to put this outside, where she won't get burnt. I've had a lot of trouble acclimating my plants this year because I just gave up and said, okay, I'm going to lose a few leaves. You know what? There's no place on this deck that doesn't get, like in this backyard, unless I put them around the back, that doesn't get so much sun at any point in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it shades, but there's no place I could put them where they could be in shade all day and gradually move them, you know, out into brighter and brighter light. Just doesn't happen. Okay, what's that? That's that. Okay. Ooh. What do you think? I think that's really pretty. She's in there pretty tight. And let's do this. I don't know what I'm doing. So I think I am gonna cut the stem off. No, you know, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it in and let's see what happens. Oh, let's turn it the way the other leaves are. If it dies, it dies. But at least I'm trying not to throw it out. I just gotta remember to keep it watered. So there we go. That, I really like that. And this poor little guy now has some friends. And I think they're all gonna grow really well throughout the summer. There we go. Okay. What am I down to? Okay. What do I want to do? This guy is going to need his roots cleaned. So I think Spathiphyllum won't, because it's going in the same dirt. I just need to try and separate it a bit. So let's do the peace lily first. There. Okay. So she even had like a, I don't know if that's normal, but it was so pretty, like a blacky gray flower, if you can see that. So I'm going to use this bucket, I think, to try and get the soil out. And it is very, 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 very root bound. Oh my goodness. I might need to fast forward through this so you don't have to go through. I don't even know how to break this apart. Oh my gosh. Maybe I will keep it as one big plant. Let's just see if I can do this. Like, it is severely, severely root bound. I don't know how to do this without. Let's see, usually if you get down one side, some of these roots loosened up here. I can't even loosen the bottom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, she is beautiful as one plant. Do I need multiples? Okay, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'd rather see her spread her wings. There is no budging. No budging. Maybe. I can't seem to ever give up on this. It's like I get an idea in my head and I'm going to figure it out. Yeah, that's not going to work. Like, even honestly, trying to divide this. Oh, there's so many flowers coming up in here too. Okay, that's it. I'm not doing this. I just broke the flower. I am going to go and find probably an 8-inch pot for her. And that makes that easy. And I'm going to rinse Camille's roots so we can get her in pon. And then I think, yeah. So give me a few minutes. I am just going to pause. I don't need my orchid bark now because I completely forgot to use it. And I'll be back. Give me a few minutes and I'll be back. So, just putting my gloves back on. So I found this pot here. I think it's a bit bigger, maybe a 10-inch, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. The soil is really good. I did just rinse it out. So we are just going to pot her in here because I don't know. I can't get it. I don't want to mess with the roots. Maybe another day, but all right, so let's get rid of some of the garbage we have here. Put some of this. Now, the one thing about peace lilies is they are very, very dramatic. I have, you've maybe seen the one that I have in my office. That I finally put into pond. Both of mine, I can't remember the name. I have a regular peace lily. I'm blank. I keep thinking Oscuro, but that's my ZZ. Anyway, it'll come to me at some odd hour of the night. So I think, hang on. She's give me up a little higher. Yeah, I had her in good dirt, really well draining dirt, but the problem with peace lilies is they want water. And they will droop. They are so dramatic, unbelievably dramatic. And I know with her, I don't know why. It's really funny. When she was in the living room, I'd be walking past her and I was always keeping an eye on her water. Then when she was sitting on my desk, it was like I'm looking at her, straight at her all day long, and I missed it like 3 times where she was so droopy. So I thought, all right, clearly this isn't working. So I put her in pond. I put both of mine in pond, and they are so happy. Like, finally, my peace lily, she hasn't flowered in quite some time. So I might eventually put this one in pond. If I keep it, I might sell this one, clean her up nicely. But she is really beautiful and she has lots of flowers and I have a hard time giving up plants. So, I don't know if that's going to happen. But who knows what the future is. I'll leave her out for the summer, see where she is in the fall. And then make some decisions then as to what I want to do. All right, just see if the root ball's all covered. It's not too deep in. Dirt out of these flowers here. There. So probably one day, I'm not going to put you through this today. I'm going to sit down with a video playing in my backyard and my coffee and clean her leaves. Get her nice and, I mean, look at this. Like, they're big, beautiful leaves. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one up. Maybe I'll give up my old one. Don't tell her. All right. So she's done and ready to go. She's got this new leaf here. You can see how pretty that is, minus the dust. Yeah, she's good. All right, peace lily done. Now for the pond, I think I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna clear this table because I don't want, I'm just gonna move this over because I really don't want any of the dirt getting into the pond. So this is a mixed pond mix. I'm gonna pour it into this bowl and stir it because I have in here, I have some lechuza pond and then some of our homemade pond mixed in. So it's got the zeolite, the charcoal, and the pumice, but all different sizes. Because I have just that much lechuza pond, I'm not going to waste it. So we are going to use that. Okay. And actually, this past weekend, we were at the Ontario Plant Show, seeing some of our great friends. We have so many great contacts there. And Crystal Star who their academa and their charcoal, and then we used pumice. We made our own, and it was really, I really like the mix. I like the color. So I'm just literally roping this through the bottom, but we had found it at a nursery in the area, and I thought, oh, you know, it's kind of like I just thought they were a big company, you know. So anyway, we were at the plant fair or the plant show, and they had a booth, and they are local, which makes me so happy. I'm so happy to support them. And actually, I think I'm not using it this time, but their pond is actually might be better than, it's different than Lechuza, let's put it that way. So I'm excited to give that a try. We bought a couple bags from them. So I am excited to give that. Well, like, I know their products are really good, Crystal Stars. So if you're in the market and looking, it's really, and I don't know, it's really hard for us to find pond products. Like, even if you want to make it yourself. There's another lady that we know that just started. I'll have to put the name up. She just kind of branched out on her own, and she's got a lot of the products, so, and the sizes that we need, because oftentimes you get the charcoal that's too big, or you get, you know, the like in this case, the zeolite is like sand, so it's nice to have it in a chunkier form. And she can't get that one just yet, because it's I mean, she can get it, but it's not worth the price right now. But we're going to get together with her. She lives quite a ways away, but we were talking to her and kind of get together with her. I will actually promote her. She's got amazing plants and amazing products. We're really excited to see her branch out into doing her own thing. So I will leave her link down below, and you guys can check her out if you're local. I don't know if she ships like outside of Canada, but anyway, there. So now we have our Camille sitting in pond. I'm really happy about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to cheat, and I am literally going to roll this tablecloth up, because I will dump it later. And this guy's gonna mess the table, but that's okay. Look at that. Now I just have to shake it out, and I don't have as much of a mess as I usually make. I do make a mess. All right, and I found and lost the clip that I lost the other day. All right, so basically, here's what we got today. Put everybody up on the table so we can have one last look. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see in front? No. Let me see if I can pull them back over here. Because the camera's too far for me to get up and actually adjust it. And I'm surrounded on both sides by stuff. So here is, yeah, that's not great. I'll try and take a picture and put it up. So we've got our ivy, Hedra ivy. I don't know if this is English ivy. Never much paid attention to the names, but she's gonna stay out here for the summer in a shady spot, and we're gonna watch her go. And then we've got this Chef Lara that, has a broken branch. I'm gonna clean her up, cut off the browns, and I'm gonna find her. She likes sun, kind of bright and direct, so I'll see if I can find her a good spot. I'm probably gonna sell her though. I'm not a huge Chef Lara fan. Like, she's really pretty, but not, I mean, I'm at a point now where I'm getting picky about the plants that I want. You know, I think all plant people go through that phase where you buy everything at first, and then you kind of get to the point where some of them just don't excite you the same way they did. And there's other plants that I would really like, and I don't have a lot of room, so I've got to start picking and choosing. So I think she might go on the sales block. And then we've got our Kalanchoe, which probably will also go on the sales block. Not a huge fan, especially pink. I'm not a pink flower person. I'm, as you can tell in my yard, maybe, I don't know what you can see there, but red and orange is like, that's what gets me for, if I want flowers, they're red and orange. And then we've got our Dieffenbachia Camille. She's in pon. So I've never done one of these in pon. I'm still struggling with my big one. I repotted her, my snow. I think you saw her on one of the tours. I repotted her and she had a whole bunch of really, really hard dirt clumped around the roots. So I cleaned all that off and I put her in a really nice chunky soil. No, it's soilless, really. And struggling right now, but I'm considering that to be like, you know, trauma for now, and she'll grow out of that. So, and then we've got my crotons, which I'm actually really excited about. And maybe you can tell because they are kind of in my colors. So if I'm going to have a colorful plant, it's going to be red, orange, and yellow. Yellows I like too. Very specific reds though. I don't like all reds. And then we have the beautiful peace lily. This one, don't know if she's going out the door. I might end up keeping her. But yeah, so again, I'll probably sit out here, clean up like the dead flowers, clean up the leaves, give her like a spa time, and then find a space out here. Usually under the gazebo is good. They've been sitting, all of these guys have been sitting on this table for quite some time, and they get certain sun at both ends of the day, but nothing so dramatic. So they might be okay out here. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna take a picture right after this and I'll put it right after this is done. So you can see them all together, maybe a bit more up close than you can see them now, and we'll see where they go. So thank you so much for joining me today. This was a project that I was stalling on because it felt so big, but really, I mean, what did it take me? I'm at about 45 minutes-ish. Not terrible to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 45 minutes to do 7 plants. Not terrible. All right. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Have a great week. Bye.